Feels like March.
It's pretty out, isn't it, folks? Today is May 8th, 2020. 11 years ago today was the May 8th Super Derecho. Where were you at? I was behind the steering wheel of my Dodge Dakota chasing a tornado in Franklin County. Then I pulled over in a cemetery and rode out the derecho. Didn't know it was a derecho and thought a tornado was on the ground coming right for me because I was seeing trees uproot in front of me, and I thought I was about to die. And I rode from Ziegler to Heron after it was done, which is usually a 10-15 minute commute, 3.5 hours with all the debris and power lines and trees and people who needed help, you know. So definitely remember that day. That whole 3 weeks without power, curfews is crazy. Was not a hiker back then. Wasn't even a biker. Weighed a lot, smoked, drank a lot of beer, ate poorly. That was back when I was unhealthy. So pretty crazy. That was 11 years ago. But park's looking good. Everything is greening up significantly. It is definitely starting to look like the season. It's just, it needs to warm back up because it's kind of cold. Speaking of cold, there it is. Cold. How do you know I'm pointing at you? Well, howdy, folks. Shawn here from Hiking with Shawn on YouTube. Here with the lovely Michelle. Don't say nothing to me. I put you on camera now. Every time we hike, so you should just accept it. We'll break her of that. We're on the Blackjack Oak Trail. It says 2 miles. I don't think it's 2 miles, but it could be. I have my watch activated. We'll see how long it is. But we're gonna go hike to the waterfall trail. Probably do it. Maybe some of the other little ones if we have time. And enjoy the day at Ferncliff. It's kind of cold. Alrighty, folks. There's Michelle. Up here at an overlook. A pretty overlook. Checking out the Ferncliff Lake. This massive lake is about the size of an ocean. And it's completely natural. No, it's not. It's man-made and it's like a pond. I don't know why they call it a lake.
So many acres, it's considered a lake.
It's a pond. She just called me a fart head. Alrighty, here's another cool overlook where you can see more of the quote-unquote lake. Look at that lake. Look at all them speedboats on it. You can't even put a kayak on there. That's not a lake. That's a pond. I'm sorry, Ferncliff. It's a pond. Ferncliff, do us all a favor. Build a little ramp and let people put kayaks on it. That would be perfect. I think that would be nice. So, this thing's dripping. It like never drips. So I think the waterfall will be active if that's dripping. Because that's like really rain dependent to be dripping. Did it really rain that much here?
We got quite a bit of rain here.
Did you?
It rained until, well, it quit about noon, just a little before noon.
If you all want something to do during hunting season and you can't go into the forest safely, which I wouldn't, come here to Ferne Clyffe State Park, to this particular trail, but hike on the bottom and edge the bluff line. because you'll see all sorts of fun stuff. I think I'm feeling rain. Wind blowing the rain. All right, folks. Continuing our hike deep in the forest of Ferncliff. We are very far away from roads and civilization and people. I don't even know where Michelle went. Cougar! Cougar! Run, it's a cougar! Alrighty, folks. Cool little feature of this trail. This big shelter. Just a big piece of bluffage. And I think it's a really cool shelter, and it has these rocks. It just kind of reminds me of, you know, like this would be the place where Indians, you know, Native Americans would have hung out, you know, or did their religious ceremonies and whatnot. So just kind of a cool little area. And you never know. I mean, it could have been. But it was a pretty cool place. This video camera probably doesn't give the justice that my naked eye sees right now, but just got this huge chunk of bluffage that has over time cracked away from this and rolled, and it's just covered in ferns. Just covered. It's just amazing looking. The green, the tint, the light hitting it, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. This whole place is beautiful. It just got more beautiful. Alrighty, folks. There's the waterfall. Very pretty waterfall. Flowing pretty good. I've seen it raging, but still pretty good. Alrighty, folks, walked up Boy Scout Trail to see the little waterfall across the road. Kind of interesting, this little particular trail goes all the way to Goreville, and it used to be the only way in Ferne Clyffe State Park. And in the 70s, back when this was the only way in, they had concessions, fox hunting. I heard like animals, like a zoo type thing. I heard they had all sorts of stuff, and the state, which at the time was the Department of Conservation, decided to start shutting some of that down, and it was all part of a just probably budget and, you know, safety and all that. Well, they ended up saying that to protect the forest and public health, they had to shut this road down, and it was a bad deal. It caused protests because Goreville thought they were losing their park, their state park. This road was a private road that went up to Emma Redmond's house, and the person who owned the road, she tried to buy it, so the story says, and he wouldn't sell it to her, but he said you can use it for 1,000 years or something like that. It was something kind of interesting like that. And you know, eventually became part of the state park, and you know, the rest is history. But it's pretty cool history, because Goreville, the people of Goreville really fought for this place, and they ended up, you know, losing access to the road, but they built a better road, and you know, eventually everyone got over it, and you know, it's still Goreville. Alrighty, folks. back at the lake. Just this awesome, busy speedboat lake. Did about 3.5 miles, something like that. And now we are gonna go eat some Dairy Queen, because that's the only thing really open. And we like Dairy Queen. Probably be a big line though. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. And leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought. And share this video with others. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you on the trail.